Welcome to Rauta, and this time in the world of Singapore black metal band Tok Yathraa, coming with chapter Hantu Jepun from 2021, and now with a reissue of this acoustic rock album. Now, what previously was more black metal or black metal and raw, this is definitely quite different because this is purely acoustic album, even though with electric drums. I was thinking originally they must be some kind of a drum machine, programmed to go with the music, but really this is something different. Now, if you have heard of Tok Yathraa's music and you can expect something out of ordinary, you can expect something that has very, very little to do with your typical approach to black metal. But like I said, this is not metal at all. This is acoustic rock. And if you're like me, you're probably thinking of some Asian martial arts movie with the entitled tracks now playing along, or karaoke bar, even food restaurants where this kind of music is being played. Yes, you could call it folk rock, you could call it just acoustic guitar music, or you could call it even some kind of a country rock version just coming from Singapore. That's where you have your, pointers come out, and you can figure out from the rest just by listening to the music. You can at least know what to expect. Now, since this project is very, very young, since 2020, and released quite a few albums, there's hardly enough time for the band to mature. And being band is kind of a exaggeration, because it's just one-man project. Just one guy, Tok Yathraa, doing everything here. And like I said, Hantu Jepun was originally released in 2021, by a different label, and this track list is a mess compared to what I have here, so you can just check it out and figure out the rest. However, this album is indeed 34 minutes overall length, just a little bit different order and all, and that's what you have here. So what do you expect from music when you get the Singapore black metal or black metal roll guy doing acoustic rock? Not that, experimental or weird or anything like that. Like I said, as a martial arts fan in terms of movies and discipline, I've, watched a lot of martial arts movies back in the days, still doing every now and then. And when I was listening to this album and figuring out it's not just acoustic intro, but the whole album is like that, I was thinking like this could be the entire ending, what titles you have rolling on, the credits, or the opening credits for that matter. And this could be some kind of a music that is rolling behind those credits where you see fancy martial arts movies or whatever intro. Also, I was thinking of karaoke bars or even family restaurants when you go for, say, some Asian thing and you're like, hey, having some nice lunch, dinner, whatever. And this kind of a music could be played there, at least in my mind, in the background. Now, obviously, because I'm not well versed with this kind of acoustic music coming from Asian countries, I couldn't honestly tell the difference between, say, Chinese, Japanese, Thai, Vietnamese, or Singaporean music. So don't be offended if this is like too much generalization. This is just my first association when I'm thinking about it. Okay, this is something that you could probably hear in a karaoke bar or food restaurant or whatever, because you have the kind of a clean vocals and acoustic guitar and everything right there. Now, if you're a Tok Yathraa fan, I totally urge you to check this album out, even though it's different from the music. If you don't know what I'm talking about in the first place, probably head for the band's Bandcamp site to figure out at least the basics, and then assume something different, because like I said, this ain't no black metal or black metal roll release, just acoustic rock music. There are probably lots of samples in various parts of the world which play acoustic rock in a different fashion, and so if you know those landmark bands, you can probably just figure out vaguely what this band is all about. Singapore acoustic rock by a black metal musician. Can't really get it more simplified than that. If that piques your interest, go for YouTube search and figure it out if this music is to your liking. But if that scares you off right out of the bat, I don't blame you. It's weird and yet at the same time quite familiar with the style, just with an Asian twist. Now off you go, check out the music, and I hope you like it. Soon more reviews coming your way.